Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? I took a little break, but now I am back at it and I'm ready to go. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a whole new series of videos that, I'm gonna try to upload. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't block me again like they did my OJ Simpson video. But man, I'm back at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good and I'm here to just, expose these devils, man. I'm here to expose these devils, flat out. And before I even get started, you know what I'm saying? I really want and encourage people to spread this word, spread this video as fast as you can. Make this shit go viral before YouTube tries to take this shit down again. Man, I got a lot to cover. But I'm going to get started on Mr. Skip Bayless and who this guy really is, what this guy is really about, and his whole take and reaction on the post Mayweather-McGregor fight. Okay? And this video is just going to be telling people information about this man that is just going to give his image away, you see, as being a very bigoted, a very hateful, a very delusional, narcissistic racist. Okay? This guy, Skip Bayless, makes tens of millions of dollars every year to hate on and be jealous of dominant black athletes. Okay? So, who is this guy, Skip Bayless? Where does he come from? Okay, and what is this guy all about? Okay, let's check this guy's profile out. Mr. Skip Bayless. Okay, there goes your basic information right here. What college did Mr. Skip Bayless go to? Skip Bayless went to Vanderbilt University. That is a very significant college. And I'm about to break that down and touch on that information towards the end of this video. So just stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. But here are the main points that basically, in my opinion, prove that Skip Bayless is nothing but a bigot and a racist. Okay? And he should not have a job. He should not be getting paid tens of millions of dollars a year. He should not be talking sports, okay, on a public scale, because this man has no credibility and no sports background. Let me repeat, Skip Bayless has no credibility and no collegiate sports. He has no college sports background as a player or a coach. A. B. He has no professional sports experience as a coach or a player. None whatsoever. Okay? So this man's opinion and this man's take on sporting events, I don't see how it holds any weight on the psyche of people around the country. Because like I said, this man is a fraud. This man is a racist bigot, a fucking clown, and has no business whatsoever broadcasting sports, okay, in front of the country. Plain and simple. See, what's funny is I used to think that this guy was an agent. I used to think that this guy was just an agent who was paid off by Zionist Jews to promote stupid ass sporting events and stupid ass fights that nobody should buy. And he would just basically go against his opponent just for the sake of views and just for the sake of selling the fight or selling the sporting event. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the case. I was wrong. That is not the case. This guy, Skip Bayless, or should I say Skip Brainless, Skip Baseless, is nothing but a damn racist and a bigot and a goddamn delusional fool who is only significant because of his father and his brother's oil industry that they have going in Oklahoma and Texas, okay? His brother and his father's side of the family, they have large amounts of oil rigs and Mexican restaurants in the Texas and Oklahoma area of the United States. This is the only reason Skip Bayless is even relevant, okay? He was basically handed a journalist job back in the 70s, okay? When he failed as a high school athlete. So he basically, after he failed as a high school athlete, he devoted his life and his career to hate on successful black athletes. And he had the connections and the money to do it because, like I said, if you study this man's lineage and his family connections, his family owns oil in Texas, and they own restaurants, major restaurant chains in Texas and Oklahoma. Okay, so this guy, this clown, this asshole, this bigoted racist, okay, named Skip Bayless, he was basically fed a silver spoon in his mouth from the jump, from the get-go. Okay, so without further ado, if you watch this video, Skip Bayless's reaction of the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather outcome and situation, ladies and gentlemen, there are white people, there are quote unquote white people on this video feed in the comments basically calling this guy an ass clown, calling this man an ass clown and a racist bigot. When you have white people in America calling you a racist bigot, god damn it, you done fucked up, and it's time to go home. It's time to retire. It's time to stop sniffing the goddamn coke and taking the medication, because it's getting to you, Skip. It's getting to you. You're a racist clown. You're a fucking bigot. You're a moron. And your white supremacist mentality has made you fucking delusional. Period. Period. So let's start putting some nails in Mr. Skip Bayless's coffin real quick. Skip Bayless, you are on national television quoted saying, quote for quote, Terrell Owens does not deserve the Hall of Fame. Okay, based on this man's statistics alone, we know that is a lie. That is a complete lie and a sham. But because T.O. never kissed white coaches' asses, okay, Skip Bayless doesn't like Terrell Owens because he was cocky, he was brash, he was a confident black man, quote unquote black man, and he basically relished in his success, and T.O. didn't take any shit from any teammates or any coaches, and T.O. was a dominant, successful black athlete, and Skip Bayless couldn't stand it. Period. So for the whole duration of Terrell Owens' career, Skip Bayless gave T.O. nothing but shit and criticism. LeBron James. Okay, Skip, you were quoted saying, the words coming out of your mouth, saying that LeBron James was not a top 5 player in the NBA. Skip, you're fucking retarded. You're fucking delusional. Something is wrong with you. Your white supremacy has diluted your vision. You do not deserve a broadcasting job. You do not deserve to be paid tens of millions of dollars to talk about sports, because you don't talk about sports. You fucking bash successful melanated athletes, and you try to tarnish their career because you're jealous, and white supremacy has diluted your fucking vision. Let's keep it going. Mr. Skip Bayless was quoted saying that Manny Pacquiao was better than Marvin Hagler. Skip Bayless was quoted saying Manny Pacquiao is a better fighter than Marvin Hagler. Skip Bayless, once again, you are a fucking ass clown retard, mental midget reject who does not do his research and knows nothing, absolutely nothing about combat sports and professional boxing at all. Okay? Skip Bayless, you know nothing about professional sports, period. Period. Okay? Check out Marvin Hagler's record. Check out Marvin Hagler's level of competition. Marvin Hagler had to face fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard, like Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Okay? He was in the same division as a Roberto Duran. Those individuals, okay, that took part in revolutionizing boxing in the 80s. Okay? Pacquiao wouldn't have lasted 7 or 8 rounds with fucking Marvin Hagler. Okay? Do your research, people. Skip Bayless is a clown. He is a racist. He is a fucking bigot. He has been jealous of successful black athletes his whole fucking career, and I'm getting ready to expose his ass. And of course, Floyd Mayweather, 50-0. Ever since Floyd Mayweather was like 35-0, 37-0, Skip Bayless has always hated on Mayweather. Always, gave him the short end of the stick. Always basically tried to make excuses of why the other fighter didn't beat Floyd in his, earlier in his career. Even before he defeated Oscar De La Hoya and became a 9-figure fighter, Skip Bayless was still a hater of Floyd Mayweather, because Skip Bayless knew the potential of a Floyd Mayweather and knew the potential of his talent and his skill set. And Skip could not take that. His psychological racism and I call it white supremacy delusionalism, even if that's a word. His white supremacist mindset made him so delusional, he couldn't accept the fact that another successful black athlete was getting ready to make history and become the highest paid athlete in history, and it was going to be a successful, dominant black athlete that we know as Floyd Mayweather. Now, let me get to why Skip Bayless, being a Vanderbilt alumni, is so significant. This Vanderbilt connection is so goddamn significant, people. But I'm gonna save that for after I make this point. Skip Bayless and all the idiots who say he's not racist, they try to make the claim and say, oh no, Skip Bayless isn't racist. Skip Bayless isn't racist because he says he's a fan of Michael Jordan, and he says he's a fan of Muhammad Ali, and Skip, he says he's a fan of RG3. Well, guess what, people? You don't know the racist bigot mind games. You don't know racist white America's mind games. You don't fucking know it, and you fall for the fucking bait every time, you fucking idiots. Okay? Let me go over this really quickly. Michael Jordan is one of the biggest sellouts and coons in the black community in history. Period. Michael Jordan sold out so much to the Zionist Jews that the Zionist Jews awarded Michael Jordan 6 goddamn championships and no finals losses. No losses in the finals. Okay? They made Michael Jordan the greatest of all time because he was such a fucking sellout and he was willing to sacrifice his father, okay, for the fortune and the fame. That is why Skip Bayless is a Michael Jordan's fan, because he has no fucking choice but to be a Michael Jordan fan. Otherwise, it would be 100% factual and 100% obvious that Skip Bayless is racist. Okay? He can't flat out come out and say the N-word and say that he hates all dominant, successful black athletes on the air, people, because then it would be obvious. Then he'd immediately get fired. You fucking idiots. He has to throw some scapegoat athletes out there and say, yeah, I'm a fan of this black athlete. I'm a fan of this black athlete. So you can't call me a racist. You guys are fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. And the only reason Skip Bayless is a RG3 fan is because, as we all know, RG3 is a fucking coon and a fucking sellout and only dates white women. Okay? Here you go, dummies. Skip Bayless only likes coons and buffoons and black people who sell out their fucking community and black people who fell under the Caucasoid supremacy delusion and illusion. Skip Bayless does not like any athletes that are dominant black athletes that are braggadocious, okay? That know they're dominant, that know they're successful, and don't take any shit from white people. Any successful dominant black athlete that is successful, okay, in their sport, and they don't take any shit from white people, and you know, their name is renowned across the world, and you know, they don't sell their community out. They try to build their community up, and they love themselves. They love their skin color. They love who they are. And you see what I'm saying? They basically don't take any shit from white America. Skip can't take that. His white supremacy delusional mind can't accept that. So this is why he hates athletes like T.O., like LeBron James, like a Marvin Hagler, and of course, like a Floyd Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather is a sellout. Don't get me wrong. Floyd Mayweather is a sellout. But Floyd Mayweather doesn't kiss white people's ass in the public. Floyd Mayweather, okay, does not date white women, does not date Caucasoid women. Okay? This is a fact. This is a fact, people. This is a fact. You could go do your research yourself. And Skip cannot take the fact that Floyd, okay, beat McGregor, the Great White Hope McGregor, and TKO'd him in the 10th round, okay? So this is the significance behind Skip Bayless going to Vanderbilt. If you study Vanderbilt, the Vanderbilt famous alumni, none other than the Grand Master, Imperial Wizard, the Imperial Wizard, okay? The Imperial Wizard of the fucking KKK went to Vanderbilt. The Imperial Wizard of the KKK was a fucking Vanderbilt alumni, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So this Vanderbilt organization, this Vanderbilt University, is definitely tied with the global elites and definitely has deep roots in racism in this country. The Vanderbilt family, if you look up the Vanderbilt family, the Vanderbilt family is one of the 13 richest families in the world. They are a part of the Bilderberg Corporation, a part of what we know as the Bavarian Illuminati, okay? The Vanderbilt organization and university, they have deep roots and deep ties to racism and slavery in this nation. Imperial Wizard of the KKK, okay? He went to fucking Vanderbilt. He funds fucking Vanderbilt. I am under the great impression that Skip Bayless has KKK members in his family. Also, Skip Bayless tries to say, oh, I'm a Muhammad Ali fan. I'm a Muhammad Ali fan. That is the biggest fucking lie I've ever heard in my life, because let's look at it from this perspective. Floyd Mayweather is flashy. Floyd Mayweather is cocky and brash. You see what I'm saying? And Skip obviously doesn't like that. So, wait a second. Muhammad Ali was cocky, brashy, talked a lot of shit, and backed it up. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, Muhammad Ali was a part of the Nation of Islam and basically made it clear that Caucasoid people were inferior to the other people of the world. And, you know, he said this. Muhammad Ali made this clear. So you're telling me a fucking racist bigot, Skip Bayless, okay? A fucking racist ass clown who knows nothing about sports and just basically goes off of his emotion. You're telling me this man who comes from a racist background, racist family in Texas and in Oklahoma, he was a Muhammad Ali fan in the fucking 60s and 70s? Give me a fucking break, Skip Bayless. There needs to be a petition, a nationwide petition to get this ass clown off of TV, off of the television. Plain and simple, okay? So that's really all I had to say about Mr. Skip Bayless. Now let me talk about this fight real quick before I end this video. I predicted that Floyd Mayweather was going to knock Conor McGregor out in the 5th round. That didn't happen. Floyd Mayweather TKO'd Conor in the 10th round. But let me tell you something. This fight was obviously fixed and rigged. Let me tell you why. I did my research, and the longer the professional boxing match lasts, okay, the longer the boxing match lasted, the more money both these fighters were going to collect at the end of the day. Also, if you look at the rounds 1 to 5 during this fight, it was very obvious it was rigged to make Conor look better than what he really was. Floyd Mayweather, okay, did something in this fight that he never did in 21 years of his fighting career. Floyd Mayweather stepped out of his Philly shell defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been following boxing since I was fucking 4 years old, since the Holyfield Tyson fight, and I have also been following Floyd Mayweather since 96, 97, okay? And in all of my years watching Floyd Mayweather fight, he has never stepped out of his Philly shell defense. Floyd Mayweather was ordered by the mafia, by the mob, to step out of his Philly shell defense so he can allow Conor McGregor to land some open punches on him to make Conor look better than what Conor really is, okay? This is why I predicted Mayweather was going to TKO him in the 5th round, but they wanted Conor, the great white hope, you see what I'm saying, to look better than what he really was. So they told him to wait to the 10th round to give him the TKO. Also, you had everybody and their grandmothers betting on Conor McGregor to win the fight. So the Las Vegas sports books had to cancel that shit, any chance of that shit happening out of the picture. They had to take that away. Okay, so the Las Vegas sports books made probably over $1 billion, just the sports books alone, off of the fucking white supremacist idiots who thought that Conor actually had a fucking chance in the ring with Mayweather. Okay. This fight was set up and promoted by 2 Jew boys, Dana White and Al Heyman, to promote racial division in the United States. And goddammit, it succeeded. It fucking succeeded, like I said. Just like I said. I said Mayweather by KO, or I said Conor would steal a decision in controversial fashion to cause racial tension. It was a Floyd TKO. I predicted that there would be a scenario where Floyd Mayweather, when he TKO'd or KO'd Conor McGregor, they were going to say that the fight should have never been stopped. And god damn it, it happened. Floyd Mayweather hit him with about a 4-piece combo, put him in the ropes when Conor gassed out in the 10th round, and the judge or the referee stopped the fight. And most of the people, the dumbasses out there, said that the fight shouldn't have been stopped. And I said that this scenario would be played out. I said this all the way back on July 15th, ladies and gentlemen. Go check that video out, okay? If you just look at some of the intensity and the energy level from both fighters in the first 5 to 6 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, this thing was a rigged job to promote racial division in the nation. Like I said, if you think it's bullshit, go back to all of Mayweather's 49 fights and you tell me when Mayweather stepped out of a goddamn Philly shell defense. You tell me. You tell me, since I'm the crazy one. So you really think that in the biggest fight of Mayweather's life, he's gonna go against what got him in this position, which was the Philly shell defense? You think Floyd is just gonna take that risk without knowing the ultimate fucking outcome beforehand? Ladies and gentlemen, he was ordered to step out of the Philly shell defense. He was ordered to let Conor hit him for those early rounds. Okay? Conor and Mayweather were both told the final outcome of this fucking fight before they even entered the fucking ring. Period. Period. This fight was set up and staged for racial division in the nation by Dana White and by Al Heyman. Period. Okay? If this fight wasn't rigged and Mayweather was close to his prime, if this fight happened 9 to 10 years ago, okay, when Conor was 21 and Floyd was 30 or 29, Conor would have been fucking KO'd in the first fucking 4 rounds of the fight. Period. Okay? Period. End of story. That's really all I had to say on this topic, man. That's really all I had to say on this topic, man. I want this video to go viral. I appreciate everyone who supports the movement, RFG and Atlantean movement. My next videos are going to be going into full detail and blowing people's minds on this genetic splicing topic. So just stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe, share this video. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.